Alright, so welcome everybody to the first real sort of episode of the Carbury story, although it's really the third. Just here is working on Grand Carbury Terminal. As you can see, the ceiling's pink. That has to do with texturing. But other than that, I've been messing around with the new slopes mod that I have, which is actually called Carpenter's Blocks, which I'll put a link in the description to. You can see I haven't finished texturing the roof there. And also Little Blocks, which is the same mod. It's done by a different person, so the block ID was different, so I gotta redo it all. But let me just switch it to day here. As you can see, I've already been updating buildings. This here is going to be the Olympus Lounge. You can see in there that I've done the floors and the walls. I'm actually just going to show you this before I dive into anything here. So this is the stage. I'm going to change that door. I'll just do that right now. I think, what do I want? I want door. I made the iron doors regular and the wooden doors glass because I'm going to be using the wooden doors all over town, so I didn't want to put a bunch of pressure plates. So I did that. I'll just put pressure plates or buttons on houses where I want to use this just because it'll be a lot easier. Where is the pressure plates? Let's use a regular wooden one. Okay, actually no. I'll show you one of the things with the Carpenter's mod. So if I take a Carpenter's pressure plate and I fail to pick it up properly, do this correctly, Carpenter's pressure plate, I put this here, I can texture it with whatever I want. So I can use that. And it still works as a pressure plate. That's one of the cool things. All the slopes and stairs you see in here are all Carpenter's stairs and slopes and blocks, which you can make into sideways panels, much like the Red Power mod, except without all the boring redstone stuff. And so I've textured these panels to be lights, textured these to be different colors, just to add a bit more flavor to this room. And so yeah, this is going to be the Olympus Lounge. I'm not quite done yet. I think actually I probably want to replace these before I forget. Just update those. Oh, actually no, I can't. Never mind. They'll have to stay the way they are. Or actually I want to try something. I'm going to try another thing with this Carpenter's block. If I do this, go watch this. If I make this, put a brick overlay, kind of looks weird. That would work if it didn't pop out, but I'll just leave it. Okay, so anyway, that's going to be the Olympus Lounge. I'm going to make a sign. As you can see here, this is what I meant by the stuff on the top of the buildings, kind of ornamental woodwork. I used brown cloth because it kind of looks like brown stained wood from far away, and it adds that little bit of realism to all these buildings. I'm going to put offices over here, but I think we're going to work on Lenny's next time, because at least that's a completed building. There's one thing that seems to be undone. It's one of the first buildings I built here, which is the Federal Hall. Now I redid this because it was all like nether bricks and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and start redoing this. We can just use this to make the slopes look good. And I accidentally deleted the slope thing. Okay. So, whoops, there we go. You gotta click on the base, okay, the block below it is what you have to click on if you want it to be straight up. Okay, we'll do the clock once we do the roof, because right now we have no roof. Now this roof is gonna go in 2 steps. One is gonna be the building of the roof, and then the second is gonna be the painting of the roof. Because we gotta texture each block. And I'll skip ahead periodically, just so the whole episode isn't me doing the roof, because I'd like to focus on making a Carbury flag inside and doing the clock outside. I don't know why I have these lights here, But I can, actually, before I forget, because I know if I do the roof, I'll forget to do this. Here you go. Okay, we need light, glowstone. Okay, make these glowstone. Oh, I know what you're saying. That doesn't look a lot like a clock. But because these are carpenter's blocks, I can just go like this and make an overlay. Whoa. I think that's one of my favorite features, because you can carpet floors. Like, I can take up this red, and then I can carpet like a red carpet down the center, and it'll actually look like it's raised. You could carpet stairs. I was making this look like an actual asphalt road. But anyway, this is like the first paved road in New Mine area. Okay, if anyone doesn't know what New Mine area is, that is the name of this country. So we are going to start doing this, which could be, actually we're not putting it there. We're not going to have it hang over that edge, that'll look dumb. We'll just have it up here, slope all the way to the top, and see if it looks stupid. And if it looks stupid, we'll just add another layer instead of having to go back and destroy a whole layer. Well, I think because of how this end is, I think we're just going to put it on to begin with. Because I believe that's how I originally had it. It's going to be hard because there's no base. I got to click at the very bottom of the block towards the middle. This is the trickiest bit because there's nothing to support. Okay. Now, I can't do this sideways. You're like, oh, how am I going to do that? Well, I just got to put a brick underneath, and this is actually what I'm going to have to... Oh, come on. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Going to have to put a brick here in order to do this first. And the inside I'm going to have to alternate in, out, in, out, in, out, just so it's just so I don't have to put a line of blocks. Let's do this side. I'll show you what I mean if you haven't figured out what I mean in a second, as soon as I'm done with the bottom 3 layers. Okay, stop it, stop it. Okay, and then we need another layer out here. Okay, there we are. Whoops. I don't know why in here wasn't roofed, but we're going to have to roof that. Just because I'm not putting slanted slopes in there, that just looked weird. There's no purpose to it because no one's going to see them. Okay. So, now, we'll do the next 2 layers so I can start doing the inside. Which I'm not going to make planks. I'm actually just going to use the that smooth wood that you saw inside this train station and the club. I'm just going to use that. Okay, so now we're at a point where you're like, well, if you need to build on something, what the heck are you going to build on? So, because I need upside down slopes inside, and they need to be built on something, they can be built on this. If I just go like this. It is a pain, but it makes the other layer easier. And actually, in my years of building in Minecraft, I have gotten quite quick at certain things. So like this, I can just, oh, an extra one, who cares? Usually I miss. I don't usually put an extra one. I think that's just because I was going pretty fast there. But usually I miss one and I have to go back and put it in. Okay. Just going to do this edge so it's not bothering me. Okay. I try to use slopes wherever I can, just because they add a bit more realism, and that's what you're trying to go for with a city like this, is realism. Is that the same level? Yeah, I just put an extra block there. So now I can remove this block, and now that these are all in place, I can put the bottoms on. It's a lot easier because I actually have the bottoms of these exposed. Flip around. There we go. There. Okay, so that's what the whole roof, well, it's not going to be this sort of textured. It's not going to be this texture. It's going to be, actually I have to decide if I want to change what the texture used to be. Because the texture used to be the cobblestone, but that's kind of what the sidewalk is. I probably don't want to make them the same thing again. I think I can, what could I do? I mean, this is like all the items. Like everything. Make it all records. No, that'd be stupid. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to do something that's got like a texture on it, like bricks but not necessarily bricks, but something that looks like this or has that sort of thing to it. Not sandstone. Sandstone's too light for a building of this age. What do I want to do? I don't know. Oh, could I use wood? Would this look weird? I can test this before I do the whole roof. Would that look weird? Just because it'll look slightly weird. I don't like how that looks. I can use... What else can I use? Not much. I mean, I can just make it like a black roof. Like out of gravel, but then it'll look like the street. Make it out of obsidian, but that's kind of, I want to save those for brick buildings with like a black roof. What do I want to do? I want to... I guess I'll just make it the cobblestone. I guess go for basics. Because I mean, this does look like a tiley roof. Tiley roof. So you can see how that kind of looks. I might change the sidewalks in the future, so I guess this will be okay. Since I'm paving them with the black, I may want to change the sidewalks to something that actually looks like sidewalks. Like, I don't know, maybe the quartz or the, what's it called? The marble slabs. Because they kind of, the slabs kind of, the way the texture is, it looks like sidewalk tiles. So I may want to do that. I'm just going to texture this so I can see what it's... I can visualize how it's going to look in the end. Okay. That looks fine. And then the inside, I'll just show you how that'll look. So it's going to be this. Oh no. I destroyed another one. Okay. So, yeah, the whole inside roof is going to look like that. It's going to look a lot better when it's all done. These lights hanging from it. And so yeah, let's get back to roofing. Oh, this is such a pain. These lights here. Oh, come on. Come on! Don't do this, roof. Don't do it. Another sunrise. I feel like every time I see the sunrise, I think of that stupid song, you know, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. It's really annoying. It's just like buzzing around in my head. Oh, the roof. It's almost half done. And now, Johann Farley, the ultimate roofer, will do this whole section in under 10 seconds. And he stuck it. And it appears that Farley is on his last hole. He needs par to make it. Can he do it? And that's a hole in one! He's the new champion of the bricklaying golf weird, I don't know, championship. Woo! And now for part 2. We go, just leave the roof open like that. Get some glitchy textures. Get some water coming in. Clean the carpet. You know, carpet hasn't been cleaned in like 20 years times 10. That's 200 years, children. Okay, it's time for the other half. Our first worker, he fainted and fell off the roof, so we had to get a new worker. And he's a little bit slower. He's also a bit of a derp. Ugh. This is the worst part of this building. I've had to roof this building 3 times. Because I did it the first time when I built it. Actually, no, 4 times. First, I roofed it with stairs. That was like a year ago. Also known as 2 years ago. And then a year ago, I decided to use the slopes mod. And then I redid it. And then I accidentally loaded the map one time without the 2 mods installed, so all the little blocks were gone. And all the slopes were gone. This was when I had quite a few sloped roofs. So that was fun. So I resloped everything. And then I decided to change the texture from gravel, which I for some reason used, to this. And then now, after having to reinstall this mod. So yeah, that's fun. And it just keeps on going. What are you doing? Oh, I just fell to my death. Okay, we got a new worker. And he's a bit of a dingus. He doesn't quite know how roofs work. Oh, and oh no, he broke his leg on stage. Okay. Alright, so it seems we got a new worker and he's a bit better than the other ones. He's Carbury's finest. And if anyone's wondering why I named this town Carbury, I have no idea, so stop it. Don't even bother to put it as a comment, just because I don't know the answer. You might think that I know the answer because I created it, but I honestly have no idea. Just like I don't know why I picked Farley. I know where Johan came from. That's classified information. Tom and Jerry. No idea where Farley came from, no idea where Carbury came from. No idea why I chose... I guess Mineria is because it's in Minecraft. Mineria is like England. New Mineria is like America. Where Carbury is. It's in New Mineria. The city of Carbury and the county of Carbury. Oh, it's more like a province. Yeah, there's no states. Still working on a world map. Don't worry. Okay, oh, stop it. Okay, how many more layers? A lot. And now we've come to the annoying part, where I have to do the inside. Then I'm going to texture the inside. Then I have to go out and remember that I don't have one part of the slope on. Lovely. Okay. Alright. So yeah, to texturing. This is the fun part. Not really. Alright, whoever said that, shut up. I just textured one of the outside pieces. Just redoing these. Don't worry about me. Gotta make sure I don't I textured another outside piece. Okay. It's a delicate process. It's gonna look a lot better when there isn't spazzing textures everywhere. Whoops. I textured an outside piece and deleted a piece of the fence. Isn't that great? Two projects, one stone or fist, however you like to see it. Okay, now to texturing this in a logical manner, also known as not doing it. What? Why did... Okay, I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to know why that did that, and frankly, I don't care. As long as it's still there, that's fine with me. These textures are starting to... What are you doing? Get back in your place. I'm glad we're doing this ceiling, because these textures are starting to make my eyes go all weird. Oh my god. Oh, I think that's when I'm too low. Hang on. If I'm too low... Yeah, if I'm too low for it to work, which I don't understand. If I can click on it, it should, yeah, there we go. If you're too low, sometimes building stuff doesn't work, and I guess using textures doesn't work either. It's just like, no, you're not close enough to that brick, and I'm like, but I have a window saying you're not close enough. So it kind of messes up, and it doesn't. It says that you didn't do anything. Okay. We've got one side of the ceiling textured. Now for the other side. It's like we've got like a frame and we're putting on the wood that we bought at whatever my Minecraft world's equivalent of Home Depot is. What's going on with the roof? Oh, sunset. For some reason only the middle of the roof is affected. And for some reason those parts of the wall. It's all weird. It's got like weird colors on it. Because these things aren't real blocks, light passes through them as well as color and everything else. So you can be on the inside of the building with no windows and just have like a slanted corner. And if that slanted corner is slanted on both sides, then you'll see the colors that the sunset is making through the wall. Which sometimes is weird. Sometimes it's interesting. But most of the times it's just weird. Okay. Did I texture in there? Yes. Did I texture in there? Yes. Okay. Now it's... why? Open the door! Okay, and now we gotta do... what's this? Oh, we just gotta do the roof now. I'm gonna texture the roof and then hopefully remember to press record again. And we're here to texture the last block. Ta-da! Okay. And lastly, we need to make the clock. Look at it, so white and poofy. Yep, white and puffy. Okay. So first thing we need to do is we need to get chunk. We need obsidian. Alright. This is Excalibur. Super OP. I think I need to redo this. Here we go. I have to build it on a backing first or else the little blocks doesn't work. Did I get everyone? Yeah. Okay. So effectively what I want to do is I want to make a clock with 4 times on it. Noon, 9, 6, and 3. Roman numerals. So I use the blocks around it to check what block I'm actually in, so I know where it's centered. Now 12 is XII, so I need... The X is going to be 5, so that's 5. I need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to need 10 blocks in total, so I need 5 on each side. So I'll mark a 5 there. I'll mark a 5 there. So that's how much space it's going to take up. I'm going to put it in there. So Let's put this. Okay, now we'll just use that. So there's the X, and then we'll just do the I, both eyes. There we go. XII. So that's 12. Hooray, 12. Okay, now we need 3. So we'll mark out, how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. So we're going to need, so it's going to need to be right up against here, and we need 7. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just make this 8 there. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Okay, so then this needs to be, so this is the line. This is a line. There we go. There's 3. So that actually comes out perfectly because it's going to be 1 block away. Okay, so now this is going to be 6, so we need VI, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8, so just like that one, we need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. On each side, okay. It's going to go here and here. Now this could be a little longer. So we're just going to make these 2 longer. There we go. There's the I, VI, okay, and then for here, this is going to be 9, so we need IX, I believe, right? Yes, IX. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be 8. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be 1 longer than that. It's going to be a challenging one, but we'll have to make it work. So we need, so it's got to be 8, so there we go. Okay, good thing about these bricks is they're like half and half, so you know where to stop. Okay, and then maybe in here, but I'm not doing it that close. So there. So it needs to be XI. So now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should only be 8. That's 5, so that's right, that one's shorter. It's also got to be IX. Okay, this is gonna have to be, well, this is 1, that's 7 tall, that's 7, oh god, and that's 7 tall. So this one's gonna have to be 8 tall, so I guess we'll just have to go like this. But this is the I over here. So now gonna have to make it 1 longer. Hopefully no one will notice. Well, everyone will know because I'm doing this on a video. Okay, now we go inside. You take this out without touching any of the little blocks. So now we've got a clock face that we can't escape from because the numbers are too close together. So now we're actually just going to use the, we need the block. We need the carpenter's block, and we need the, what's it called? Glowstone. It's the great thing about these carpenter's blocks. So we're going to put the carpenter's block. We gotta do it, I believe we have to do most of it from this side. which could turn out to be a problem for texturing. Okay, so now we head back out. Take this. Now we should just be able to texture. If we don't touch the little blocks, we can just texture. Now I should have built, just realized I should have built the clock hands first, but that's okay. Because if I just get some obsidian, I can actually just continue building from these. Now I gotta find the center, which is up from here. Okay, so then it's here. This is the center. I'm glad they changed it. It used to be when little blocks was made by the last people. It used to be where if you clicked on a little block in creative mode, it destroyed the whole block. And I have lost several pieces of that thing that I showed you, the woodwork on tops of the buildings. Yeah, I've lost several of those. So, it's going to be hard to build this. I should have just... Oh well, it's a challenge. Everyone likes a good challenge, right? So that's the hour hand, and then we'll do the minute hands to like over here somewhere. I'll just do a perfectly diagonal minute hand. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So this is our clock. It always says, I assume, 11:20, but hey, there's 2 times of the day where it's 11:20. So yeah, that was fixing up the old, I guess, Federal Hall. I think I called this Federal Hall. I think I called it Carbury Hall, actually. So that was fixing up Carbury Hall. I'd like to thank you guys. Oh, good, the water's working. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. My name is obviously Johan Farley. And next episode, we are going to be doing woodwork and signage on Lenny's bar. I'm just flying over to it now. For those of you who have seen it in one of my other videos, you'll know the sign said Lenny's. It will look spectacular when it's done, I assure you. So stay tuned for that. And until then, see you guys later.